Hi, I'm Phil Cook and I'm the Head of Research Development and the EMEA Business Development Manager for the colours business of Diana Food. You probably haven't heard of Diana Food as our customers are other manufacturers. However, we are a global business with a workforce of 1,200 people spread across the globe with 15 sales offices, 11 industrial plants and 10 R&D centres. Diana is a part of a much bigger business called Symrise, which employs over 10,000 people globally and has a portfolio of over 30,000 products. Diana produces a range of natural products, including vegetable and fruit products, consumer health items, meat products, and my part of the business, colours. These products go into all markets, such as culinary, bakery, confectionery, baby food, and dietary supplements. I'm here today to tell you a bit about the different career roles that are available within this industry. So I have two roles in the business. The first is to lead research and development for natural colours. The second is as a business development manager. And EMEA is Europe, Middle East and Africa. So let's talk about the development role first. When I was young, everything was coloured with synthetic colours. The good thing with synthetic colours is that they're very easy to use and very stable. So we've got milk, we've got lemonade, and we've got water, and we've got some synthetic red. And it doesn't matter which of those environments the colour's in, it still gives the same shade. But the bad thing about the artificial colours is that they're entirely synthetic chemicals. And these have been linked to hyperactivity in children. So much so, in fact, that when some of them are used in a product, they have to print a warning on the product's label. Obviously, nobody wants this. And people as a whole want things that are more natural. So the industry is moving towards natural colours and colouring foods derived from plants and vegetables. So here, I have a natural colour, and I have the milk, the lemonade, and the water. And what we get is very different. In the milk, we get more of a purple and there's some precipitation. We get a fairly good colour in the lemonade, and in the water, it's a lot more purple. So whilst the colours can be the same, they do react a bit differently, depending on where they are used and how much of them is used. And we need to ensure that the customer gets the colour they are expecting. If they want this, and they get this, then we're in trouble. So it's important we understand the science behind the colorants. Let's take anthocyanins like these. They're low, at a low pH, they're red. At a high pH, they're bluer. We know this happens and we know why it happens, and this knowledge helps us to ensure that we offer the right product to the customer. It's R&D's job to extract the colorants, characterize, stabilize them so that they can be used by the wider food industry. We also need to test the colorants in different applications to see how they behave. This way, we can advise our customers on how to use the products and what kind of shelf life they can expect. Sometimes a customer will require a specific shade for their product. In this case, the R&D and applications team will have to find the correct ratio of different colours and create a blend so that the customer consistently gets the correct shade. The R&D team consists mainly of chemical and food scientists. They have the expertise and skills to do the job. Myself, I studied biochemistry at university, a long time ago now, and I went straight from uni into the food industry, and I've stayed here ever since. All of our products start here with a vegetable. Well, actually, they start a few steps before with the vegetable seeds. Diana has a team of agronomists. These are experts in crop production who work with seed breeders and farmers to develop and grow the best vegetables for our needs. For colour, we need species that give a lot of colour in the juice. The stronger the juice, the less our customer needs to use and the less we need to grow. Growing less and ensuring best practice with the farmers helps us to be more sustainable. Sustainability is important for everyone. The agronomy team
has a background in soil and crop management, and it is their deep understanding of this which allows us to maximise the value of our raw materials. Once the vegetables are grown, harvested and delivered to the factory, a whole team of production people get to work. This team comes from a wide variety of backgrounds. There are quality control scientists who validate the quality of the incoming and outgoing materials. Incoming crops need to be analysed for factors such as, amongst other things, pesticide residues or heavy metal contamination from the soil. Finished product needs checking for colour strength, shade and microbiological factors. These scientists and technicians are responsible for ensuring the product is both good and safe. Then there's the production operatives and warehouse teams. And these are some of the most important members of the team, because without them we couldn't make anything. They convert the incoming raw materials into final product for the customer. Supporting them are the engineers, who keep all of the equipment running through repairs and maintenance. And this team comes from a wide variety of skills and backgrounds. The sales team is responsible for selling the product, and in my BDM role, I help them to find new opportunities and to introduce new products and technologies to customers. These guys and girls travel around a lot, meeting customers to determine and fulfill their needs. If you're a people person, then this is the ideal role for you. Sales are supported by the customer service, operations and logistics teams, who turn the purchase orders from the sales team into actual products being delivered to the customers on time and in full. You need to be super organised and good at working under pressure for this kind of role. No one role is more important than another. Everyone has to work together to ultimately deliver the customer what they need. Now, you've probably noticed that it's not too busy around here. And that's because things have changed a lot because of COVID.
The COVID pandemic has changed our ways of working a lot. We limit the number of people that can be on site as far as possible. Those that can work from home do. People have set up offices in their homes and connect to the sites remotely by their laptops and mobiles. People on site have to stick to strict social distancing with all of the standard precautions in place. Hand sanitizer, masks, that kind of thing. Travelling has been massively affected. Most of my team are based in our head office in France. Previously, I would spend 1 week per month in France with them, but for the last year or so it's not been possible. The sales team can no longer physically visit customers for face-to-face meetings, but work carries on. A lot of the travel has been replaced with video calls and online conferences. Where we would previously have sat around a table looking at samples, now we send the samples in advance and review them together on the screen. And we do this from the comfort of our own homes. It's been a big cultural change, but we've proven that it can and it does work. When the pandemic's over, I'm sure that some of the travelling will resume, but I don't think it will ever return to pre-COVID levels. I believe technology will improve and our ways of working will change, and we'll be able to do even more remotely. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. There's lots of different career roles within the food industry and lots of opportunities you probably never thought of. You don't need to be a chemist or a food scientist. There's accountants, engineers, business managers, marketing, etc, etc, etc. The food industry is huge, and like my dad always said, people have always got to eat.